Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a purple smoky eye tutorial. I first moisturized my face with the CeraVe, and then I used the Ordinary Squalene oil, and I already primed my face. I used the Porefessional primer. I'm going to first start off with doing my eyebrows. I don't fill up my eyebrows too heavily. I like the fluffy brow look, so I just fill them in a little bit, and I'll just start from the top, work my way down. I'll do that for both eyebrows, and I brush them. My eyebrows here are kind of long, so I keep brushing them. Then I'm going to conceal them with the Wet n Wild concealer, and I grab this little flat brush and I just conceal the bottom of my brows, and then I will also bring it down to the lid since we're doing eyeshadow today. So just conceal all that and bring it down, and I'll also conceal the top of my eyebrows. Next, I'm going to grab my beauty blender and blend that all out on both eyelids and my eyebrows. Make sure everything is nice and smooth so when we apply the eyeshadow. The eyeshadow palette I'll be using today is a James Charles palette. I'm going to be using the two purples right there, the little purple section for the smoky eye. The brush I'll be using is this little fluffy brush. I don't remember where it's from, but any fluffy brush works, and I'm going to dip it in the light purple shade first. Then I'm going to start adding this color to my crease, and you want to start off blending really slow and soft. Don't go in too hard. So you're just going to keep blending that color into the crease, and I'm going to also keep building it up. So I'm going to keep picking some up from the palette and then blending it in the crease. As you can tell, I switched brushes, and this is a bigger fluffy brush just to fluff out the edges and make sure everything blended. Next, I'm going to take this flat brush and I'm going to dip it into the dark purple color. This is the color that we're going to place on our lids. And when you don't want to go in blending this color, you just want to pat it all on your lid and then blend. So as you can tell, I'm just patting it and it's getting darker. And then I'm going to take the first fluffy brush and I'm just going to fluff out the edges and make sure everything is blended well. After that, I'm going to take this, I believe it's an Anastasia brush, and I'm going to dip it in a little bit of black, and I'm going to add it to the end of my eyelid. And the reason I'm doing this is just to make the smoky eye look a little more smokier and a little bit darker, because after you keep adding the purple on, you want to do a couple layers of purple and then add in the little bit of black to give it that smoky effect. And here I just keep blending it to make sure everything looks perfect. The key to this is actually just keep blending and blending and blending. Next, I'm going to take this orange concealer. It's by Maybelline. It's just a color corrector just to correct my dark circles or any blemishes on my face. And then I'm going to blend that out with this small beauty blender and just make sure it's nice and smooth. Next, I'm taking my bigger beauty blender and blend it out more. Then I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me foundation mixed with a little bit of my Fenty just to get my perfect shade. I mix these two, and then I'm going to take this flat brush and I'm going to just put little dots all over my face before I blend it out with my beauty blender. Here you could just see me blending it out, the foundation all over my face, making sure that it's all even and there's not going to be no spots, and just everything is just blended all together. As you can see, I like to keep blending for a little while just to make sure everything's nice and smooth and there's no patches. And then next I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild concealer mixed with just a little bit of the e.l.f. concealer. So I put the concealer under my eyes, and I only put a little bit just on the bridge of my nose just to give it that little highlight effect. After that, I'm going to take the small beauty blender. I'm going to start off with this and just blend it out. It may look like a lot, but then I'm going to switch to the bigger beauty blender, and this is going to blend it out even more and soak up a little bit of product that when it's too much. And then I'm going to take my Revolution banana powder, and I'm going to mix it with my Fit Me powder. I love this combo. For some reason, it just make my under eye look nice and smooth with no creases. It's the best combo that I used to hold so far for under eye setting, and I also pat it in like certain oily areas that I have on my face. Then I'm gonna go in with some bronzer. This is a Too Faced bronzer. This is also one of my favorite bronzers. I love it. Give me that sun-kissed look. So I'm gonna go in with a e.l.f. fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna do this on the round of my face. So on the two sides of my cheek, my forehead. I'm gonna add a little bit to my nose and also the chin area. Next, I am going to go in with my e.l.f. blush palette. As you can see, I need a new one, but I'm gonna mix just a little bit of those two colors together. I'm gonna use this fluffy brush. I don't remember where I got it from, but to use any fluffy brush, and I smile, and when I put my blush on, I like to start at my cheek and then bring it back a little where the bronzer is, so then those two could look blended together and not separated. So I'll start at the cheek and then I'm pat and go backwards. When I'm done with the blush, I like to take this big brush and just blend everything together, so the blush and the bronzer together, and make sure it's all smoothed out. We're gonna go back to the eyes, so I'm gonna take this MAC gel liner with this angled brush, and I'm just gonna apply a little bit of gel liner on my waterline before I put any eyeshadow on my bottom lash line. I'm gonna go back real quick to my e.l.f. bronzer palette, and I'm gonna bronze just a little bit just to give a little bit more color to my face. And I take an angled Wet n Wild brush, and I just pat until the sides to contour my face a little bit and give me a little bit more color. Next, I'm going to take the Anastasia brush again, but I'm going to use the other end, and I'm going to dip it in this dark purple shade, the shade that we use in our lid. So I'm going to put this on my bottom lash line. We do this because this is going to give you a more smoky effect with the eyes, and it also give your eyes a little almond shape. So I just take it and I just blend it into my lower lash line from the inner corner and make my way out. Here I'm just going to switch over and blend in the light purple color a little under, just to have the mix of both of them, since I have both of them on my eyelid too. Now I am brushing my eyebrows once again because my eyebrow hairs are long and like to move. Then I'm going to go in with some highlighter. I'm using the Wet n Wild highlighter, and I'm going to take this it's kind of fluffy but flat brush, and I'm just gonna put it on the highlights of my cheeks, my nose, and just rub a little bit on the sides of my forehead. Next, I'm going to take this eyelash glue and I'm going to do my eyelashes off camera. Now I'm just fixing my eyelashes, making sure they look perfect. Oh my god, once again, brushing my eyebrows just to make sure that they look fine. Then I'm going to take my Morphe setting spray. I just started recently using this and I actually love it. It's really good. I like the way it set my face and it smells really good. Then I'm going to go in with some mascara by L'Oreal and I'm going to apply this on my top lashes just to blend it in with the falsies that we applied. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my bottom lashes. Now I'm gonna go in with some Elf lip gloss. This is my favorite gloss besides the Fenty. Fenty is obviously number one, but I'm gonna wipe my lips from all the foundation and the powders that we used, and I'm gonna apply a generous amount. I am a lip gloss girl. I don't like liquid lipsticks, matte or nothing like that. I love gloss, so I like to apply a good amount all over my lips. Here I am done. I'm just fixing up the gloss, make sure it's not on the edges of my mouth, and this is the finished look. This is my purple smoky eye. I hope you guys enjoyed it.